best way to set goals. But setting goals in life that actually works. Yeah. How are you feeling today? In this video, I'm going to tell you how to set goals that will actually be accomplished and that you will feel really confident even while setting them. Because, as we all know, the most goals in life are never accomplished, and a lot of people, when they try out setting goals, they feel already anxious, uncomfortable. They're obviously almost even assured that whatever they're going to set out, it's never going to be accomplished because that's the experience from the past anyway. And that's what happens, as we all know. Sadly, most of the goals in this life that we set are never accomplished. So why is that so? Is that one thing that we can point to and say, this is something that makes it all so difficult and so impossible, and that's why so many of us fail? And yes, I do believe that there is this one thing that makes a difference. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that one thing is and how you need to change that to experience positive results. And I'd like you to note the word experience, to underline it in your mind, because towards the end of the video you will understand completely and it will fall in place. So presuming that we're all mostly adults, contributing to this video, me and you and everybody else out there, most of us, I also assume or presume that we understand that life and living is not a linear process. It's not like we've got a point A and then we sort of decide on the point B and then we just draw a straight line between the point A and point B and that's how we get there. It's not like that at all, is it? It's not like resolving some mathematics problem or some sort of drawing straight lines from this to that to that. It doesn't work like that. And all this life experience that we've accumulated so far tells us so. And so we don't need to doubt that, okay? So I would say I'll make a little presentation to you that's very, very fundamental, and it's very sort of simple, but it helped me, and I think it helps in general a lot of people to sort of understand where the processes in our life are going on. So I would say if you draw the line somewhere here, so whatever is up there, this is what is our thinking processes, our fleeting thoughts that come and go, and everything in our life is mostly run by those thoughts that we're either creating or chasing, either way, or sometimes, and usually it's pretty much the combination of both. And our thoughts are so much influenced by everything around us, everybody in every circumstance, and they change all the time. So it's not something we can really rely on 100%, is it? But when we go a little bit deeper down here, and I will point it here as I always do, down here, this is the realm of experience. Full, deep experience. Even when I sort of just go there and put my hand there and focus there, I can already feel the difference. And all this chatter from the top part, all these thoughts coming and going, all these different impressions coming and going, it sort of quietens down when I go down here. And I experience quiet, peace, love, brightness, and some sort of a clarity. And whatever question I ask myself and whatever situation I want to envisage, it's just when I move a little bit lower in, like from being up here and just thinking and putting in all these impressions or chasing them or creating them, when I move down here into this realm of deep experience and I put myself in a certain situation, I can fully experience it and fully understand whether this is something that I want to experience more, or that I want to experience less, or I don't want to experience at all. So this is also the main difference when it comes to setting goals. Because you see, we can be setting goals from up here in this, top part, and just be juggling around with our thoughts, and choosing from things like, depending on which stage of life we're in, like finish school, choose the right job, make the right amount of money, then buy a house, get a mortgage, get a long-time partner, have maybe 2 kids, and so on and so on and so on. You see all these sort of goals that we can write down on autopilot. The most people write down is the goals. Most of the time, they focus on money. Most of the time, they even pinpoint one figure, either per month or per year, or whatever the amount of money that they need to make. And then they sort of even pinpoint it, they write it down somewhere, and they have it plastered all around them. And so that they sort of, focus on that figure, and then so on and so on. And well, you can write a set of goals like that every day. I mean, 10 times a day if necessary, isn't it? It's no big deal, is it? Because it's all created up here. And how does it feel? How do you feel writing a list like that every day or 5 times a day? Nothing much, is it? Sometimes it even feels uncomfortable, because, as we all know, that, thoughts and coming and going and changing and flipping around all the time, influenced by so many other factors, they don't really come down here. They don't really necessarily resonate with what's down here. And if they don't actually resonate with what's down here, they're not going to get enough traction inside ourselves to actually make an effort to have them realized, So actually, to move forward in life, to set goals, which is necessary for life, which we all agree on, we need to actually not go in a linear fashion, but go down first. Move from up here to down here first. And then experience our desires. Experience what our perfect life looks like. And to do that, you just, move from here down here. And what I always suggest is that you first take a few deep breaths. You want to quieten all this chatter that happens up here, and you want to come down here and settle in here. And then you want to imagine something, some situation in life or some scene in life, whether it's something from your past or whether it's something imaginary that makes you feel good. And you take a few deep breaths, just imagining this scene or situation that makes you feel so good, and just experience it, how it feels. And then while still in this blissful state, quiet state, loving state, go to experiencing your perfect life, the life that you want, one day of the life that you want. And look around yourself, and what do you see? The circumstances. Are there any people around you? What is your surroundings? What do you do during the day? All these small and not so small things that you notice. First, you just underline them inside here. You notice them. And then you experience it all. Experience your perfect life. Experience your perfect day. As much into the detail as you like. The more, the better. And after a while, you come back from experiencing this perfect life that you have, noticing all these things that you noticed. And then you write them all down. You write down everything, as I said before, what was around you, what was your environment, were there any people around you, who were they, what did you do during the day, when did you wake up, what did you do after, and so on and so on and so on. This is your perfect life. This is your life that you desire. These are your life goals. This is how you go about setting your life goals. And you do this exercise every day, maybe even more than once a day. And after a while, maybe a week, take your time. You're not in a hurry. You will have a very crystal clear experience and picture in your mind of what your goals are in life. And what is your best way to set goals. And how you're going to setting goals in life that will actually fulfill you, that will feel good when you get there. And you will get there, because this is something that comes from here. This is something that what you're after experience. And now this word comes back that I told you before, experience. Not accumulating things that might make you feel this way or that way, who knows, but experience, working towards experiencing things that make life good. And we want to experience joy, we want to experience peace, we want to experience love, we want to experience success on a certain level, which is more a way of experience, not a way of success in a way of money, houses, boats, cars, and everything else. And you will notice yourself that once you do that, once you move from up here to down here, and you start focusing your experiencing here and experiencing your perfect life here, and then you will know exactly what your goals are, your goals in life goals are. You will feel it exactly. You will experience your perfect life exactly, and you will be able to set your goals for life very accurately. And the likelihood of you achieving those goals is very, very, very high. In contrast to what's happening now, on average, the likelihood is very low. So your confidence in sort of setting those goals from down here and actually achieving them will be rocket high. And that's why you will, with very, very high amount of probability, achieve them. And that's why it is worth for you to actually do this exercise that I've just showed you and combine it with some other exercises that I've showed you in some of my other videos, and start doing it on a daily basis. And you will see, and I've already can anticipate the joy and the relief and the clarity and the love that you will feel once you start experiencing your goals and setting your goals down here instead of up there. Look, this is, with no doubt, best way to set goals, and I recommend you start doing it today. And I will also recommend that you connect with me on my channel. I think we could make a very good pair or team, and we can all make a contribution to bettering our lives and experiencing better and better things in our lives. Subscribe to my channel, follow my videos, and make use of the programs that I recommend under each video. And this is all for today. Enjoy your day.